Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the SAT. This is Chapter 5, Lesson 32, and the start of our chapter on verbs. Before we can build tenses, we need the 4 building blocks that every verb is made of. Today, the principal parts of regular verbs. Every verb has 4 principal parts. We'll build all 4 from the verb bake. The base form is the plain dictionary word bake. Add ing for the present participle, baking. Add ed for the past form, baked. And the past participle, which, for a regular verb, also looks like baked. Now the vital part. 2 of these never work alone. The present participle, baking, needs a helper, and so does the past participle, baked. Those 2 helpers are what the rest of this lesson is about. Let's watch that helper in action. Here's our subject, the chef. Now the verb, and this is the key. We don't just say baking, we say is baking. The helper is, plus the ing word. Then, what is being baked? Bread. Look what's happening on screen. Is and baking link together as one verb. But take the helper away and it falls apart. The chef baking bread with no helper is not a finished thought. So an ing verb always needs one of these helpers, is, are, was, or were. Now the 2 forms that look exactly alike. First, the past form, and it stands on its own. The chef baked bread yesterday. Notice, just baked, no helper anywhere. That's the past form. Next, the past participle. It uses the very same word, baked, but now it leans on a helper. The chef has baked all week. See it on screen, has and baked working together. So, baked all alone is the past form, but has baked with that helper is the past participle. Same spelling, different job, and the helper is what tells them apart. Here's a quick test you can run on any verb. We walk. No helper and no ending. That's the base form. We are walking. There's the helper, are, plus ing. That's the present participle. We walked. An ed ending, but standing all alone. That's the past form. And we have walked. The helper, have, plus ed. That's the past participle. So really, just ask 2 things. Is there a helper, and what's the ending? Answer those, and the form names itself. First, the silent e. Lots of verbs end in a silent e, and when you add ing, you drop it. Hope becomes hoping. Make becomes making. Write becomes writing. Why drop the e? Because ing already starts with a vowel, the I. The same holds before ed. Hate becomes hated. And if you forgot and kept the e, you'd write hoping, with the e and the I colliding. Clearly wrong. So we drop the e and write hoping. Now, doubling the consonant, the logic teachers usually skip. Compare 2 short words, hop with a short o and hope with a long o. For hope, it's easy. We drop the e and get hoping with a long o. But watch hop. If we only added ing, we'd write hoping, and your I would read that as hoping, the wrong word. So to protect that short o, we double the p, giving hopping. We double a consonant for one reason, to keep the vowel short. So when do you double? Only when a 1-syllable verb ends in 1 vowel plus 1 consonant. Trip ends in ip, so we double, tripped. Run ends in un, double, running. Sit ends in it, double, sitting. But two situations stop the doubling. First, two vowels before the consonant. Rain has AI, so it stays raining, never raining. Second, the word ends in two consonants. Jump ends in MP, so it stays jumping, never jumping. Check the end of the word and you'll always know. Let's run the whole system on a brand new verb, jump. The base form is just jump. Add ing and you get jumping, which needs a helper, as in they are jumping. Add ed for the past form, jumped. And the past participle is also jumped, but with a helper. Now watch the payoff on screen. She jumped, all by itself, is the past form. But she has jumped, with the helper has, is the past participle. Same word, jumped. The helper is what makes the difference. Let's practice. First, you supply the right form of the verb. I'll name the part to use, and you build it. We are blank against the Tigers, and we need the present participle of play. The helper are is already there, so we just add ing. Play plus ing is playing, so the answer is playing. The expense almost blank us, and we want the past form of ruin. The past form adds ed and stands alone, no helper. Ruin becomes ruined, so the answer is ruined. Akira has blank to hit 3 home runs. The helper has is right there, so we need the past participle. Promise just adds d, giving promised, so the answer is promised. Now let's flip it. I'll show a verb form, you name the part. Have wondered. There's a helper, have, and the word ends in ed. A helper plus an ed word is the past participle, so the answer is past participle. Are jumping. There's the helper, are, and the word ends in ing. A helper plus an ing word is the present participle, so the answer is present participle. Borrowed, all by itself. It ends in ed, but there's no helper anywhere. An ed word standing alone is the past form, so the answer is the past form. Let's bring it together. Every regular verb has 4 parts. The base, bake. The present participle is baking. The past, baked. And the past participle, has baked. The 2 participles always take a helper, while the past form stands alone. So when the past and the past participle look identical, let the helper tell them apart. And drop a silent e before ing. And double a final consonant after a short vowel. Great work! In Lesson 33, we meet the irregular verbs, the rule breakers.